2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From Pacific Palisades, California, our opening round coverage of the Genesis Invitational is set to begin. Welcome, everyone. I'm Andrew Catalan, joined by Rich Beam and Luke Elvey. Henny Koyak is walking with the feature group today, and John McCarthy is on the course as well. And Rich, we're set up for a great week here at Riviera Country Club. The stars will be out. What makes this place so special?
I think it's not only the golf course, but the history behind it, Andrew. If you look back, Ben Hogan had a great run here, won 2 LA Opens here, also the US Open. I just look at this golf course as it's so special, so difficult, but it's right in front of you. There's nothing hidden about it. It's right there for the taking, but in the end, though, it's going to beat you up pretty good if you're not on top of your game. This, to me, is probably one of the most complete golf courses you can play in the U.S.
This putt is from way out there. John, your green side, what do you see in this putt?
I think this one is going to be breaking hard to the left.
Pacing is such an important part of putting. It was off right there. This putt for a birdie. That one goes in.
Oh, and look at that birdie at the first. 18 under par today, still in play.
Teeing off on the par 4 second.
Nice birdie in the last hole for a change. First one of the day. They needed it desperately. Now, next hole, looking for more.
I'm being told John has more. John, what can you tell us?
Hey guys, I'm down here checking out Rose Zhang as she gets set for her next shot here on the 3rd.
Time to get back to the course. Rich, she is so fun to watch week in, week out. Rose Zhang is really taking over the sport.
It's amazing how seamless the transition was from college golf to the professionals. And there is no stopping her right now from what it seems like on the outside looking in. She really is an extraordinary golfer.
Well, this would be really nice to get a birdie opportunity. Let's check in with Henny.
This is looking like a 39-footer.
Too much power on that stroke. 13 feet to the cup.
This is for par.
That was close. And after that, he falls back to even par for the tournament. The tee shot at 3. That's a pretty good shot right there. This is about a 120-yard shot. This is on a fantastic line. That's a great approach shot into this 3rd green, and now a birdie putt coming up.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
And a good job there as he moves to 1 under for the championship. We have a par 3 here.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
That's a textbook swing. That's a missed green.
A bit too much club there.
Looking to get up and down from here. Those are the shots you practice over and over at the range. Here's a look at how things stand. It's a one-shot lead.
Rich, the PGA Tour is basically a power game these days, although the 5th here at Riviera forces players just to hold off the tee.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
I think he's caught that one quite nicely. Oh, that's a high caliber shot. And this putt to move into second spot on the leaderboard, or at least a share of it. Just one off the lead after that hole. The par 3/6 is unique in the fact that there's a bunker that sits right in the centre of the green here, Rich. These days, a modern architect would probably be shot for designing a hole like this, but we look at it as a masterpiece.
What an incredible design this is. And it really just takes this green and it makes it into a section of 4. The back right, the front right, front left, and back left, they all have their unique features to it, and that all is due to the simple fact that that bunker, which is tiny, minuscule, almost not even there, it basically shapes that green into the 4 quadrants. It is just an amazing design.
His second shot here, just one stroke off the lead. 6 feet remaining to the cup.
The all-important par save here.
He's currently in a share of top spot.
Now teeing off on the par 4 7th hole.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it, but again, you push it a little bit, and now the barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
Another birdie on the scorecard. That's 4 for the day. Here's a look at the leaderboard, and he is tied for the lead. We've reached the 8th hole. It's a par 4. I like the looks of this. Looking at my yardage book, it looks like about 140 yards remain. Okay, that's going to play. Here's a putt to get to 4 under par. Okay, John, what do you see with this putt?
This putt's going up the hill. I think it's going to turn left to right.
Here we go on a good line. So close to a birdie. And a tap in left for par. As we head to the next hole, our featured player is currently tied for first. Now to the finishing hole of the opening 9. It's a par 4.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
All right, the putter can come out now. 16 feet to the cup. Ooh, that was close. Finishing off that hole. Here's a look at the leaderboard, and he is tied for the lead. We begin the back 9 here on the 10th hole.
This hole is so important at this critical time. Go for it, lay it back. How much do you trust your swing?
This is a bomb. Birdie would look really nice on the scorecard. Another birdie on the scorecard. That's number 5. He is now at 4 under par for the event.
The par 5 11th, one of the better scoring holes on the course. Players are thinking 4 when they stand on this tee.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
Well, with a pocket full of FedEx Cup points over the last half a dozen starts or so, this player certainly has been delivering consistent results and pushing for wins or winning, Rich. Do you expect that to continue here this week?
We've seen this player time
You
and
heard
time
me.
again.
Super Sin Sensei Jam Master Obadiah One
And it
Kenobi
is no
better
surprise
act
to see
like
him
ya.
doing it once again this week. It is so fun watching this player. They're in top form.
Know me, you feel me? What I'm saying? It's a blessing to be alive.
And
Like,
still in top
comment,
spot
and
after that
subscribe.
hole. Keep it
Get to
going.
the cash on that grass, slinging that iron.
When you stand on the 12th tee, Rich, you're thinking to yourself, ooh, a couple of strong back-to-back par 4s, and it starts right here.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevents you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
This looks to be a fairway seeker to me.
Uh-oh, we're starting to hear roars from another part of the course.
Sadly, in the sand, but a chance to make up for the error. Second shot here on the 12th. Sitting at -6. Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. And he needs this to save par. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
I'm thinking a little left to right here.
The start of this one out on a pretty good line.
Looking good.
No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. Rich, the 13th hole. Slightly different look off the tee.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left. Requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
Good chance this one, right on 6 feet. Well, it's a good effort, just missing the birdie there. That's a disappointing par in the end after such a terrific shot in. Currently 5 under overall. The 14th, Rich, I know it's dear to your heart, the par 3. You made an ace there in tournament history, won a car. How do you tell the players to play it?
Hit a 7-iron, a high little draw 7-iron, and 2 hop it right in the hole, Luke. That's what I suggest. That makes it easy.
Going with the 6-iron here.
Lovely, lovely rhythm.
Yeah, well played. And Henny, what's he looking at for this putt?
He's got 10 feet here. I think he likes it.
Putting for birdie. How good was that putt? And that will move him to 6 under par.
This is his third.
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. He finds himself with a share of the lead.
Let's check out the 15th. It's a par 4.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dog leg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
Okay, clubbing down.
That was the right club on the green and pin high.
Birdie at the last. This for another.
John, give us a read on this putt.
It looks like this putt will be moving to the left.
I'm not sure what he saw on that one. 6 feet to the cup. Just an empty feeling when you hit an approach shot like that, Rich, but still come away with a par. Out of 16, it's a par 3. This is a 7-iron on the way. That's a great position to be in after that approach.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
All right, let's get back to the action. An opportunity to make birdie. He makes the putt and extends his lead. Here's a look at how things stand. He is up by 2 shots. Time now for the par 5 17th hole.
At all costs, do not hit it in that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. Anywhere to the left, even in the rough left, is just fine. From there, your next shot should be laid up out to the right-hand side. Third shot, straight back up the hill with some kind of wedge. It can be an easy birdie if you get the distance on your third shot spot on. If you get it wrong, however, you could have some issues.
Wow, another shot on the green. We've seen that a lot today.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
And time to check in with Matt Fitzpatrick from England, standing over this next shot.
Next shot straight back into the teeth of the wind.
5 feet remains.
Looking for another birdie here.
Our featured player continues to look good out there, currently in first place. The closing hole is a par 4.
Tee shot up the hill. Fairway tilts significantly from left to right. Missing it out to the right is a massive no-no. You'll be blocked out by a bunch of eucalyptus trees that you cannot hit it through. Second shot is to a green that actually tilts away from the players, not towards them, even though the second shot is uphill. Green is historically one of the firmest on the golf course, and getting it close is nearly impossible. It is a heck of a finishing hole.
That's a really nice approach shot.
You know what? That deserves a golf clap.
And a birdie to finish on 18.
Y'all see what it was, you feel me? You know, it wasn't no slacking right there, you feel me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 birdies. And a chip in for Eagle on 11. That was an outstanding chip. You know, superb, you know, magnificent, marvelous, you know, exquisite chip. And yeah, you know, they was coming with that pressure, but you know, I could stand that pressure. You know what I'm saying? That pressure ain't nothing. You heard me? Yay, yay. I'm about that pressure. Yay. You know, so you know, I feel real good about that scorecard. You know, hopefully I can get me a W. You know, on day 2, and I don't go out there and be a flunky junkie. You know what I'm saying? So, no flunky junkies. You know, just junking on flunking. Because once them squares start coming up on the scorecard, they start to doubling up, then they start to doubling up and getting colored in, and then you like, damn, I got too many squares. I got squares on top of squares. You know, it's like, that's too many squares. You know, where the circle at? I need more circles on that thing. So, yeah, man, it's a blessing to be alive. You feel me? Rest in peace, of Scooter. You feel me? And it's a blessing to be alive. Like, comment, and subscribe. Getting to the cash on that grass, slinging that iron, man. You know what I'm saying? Catch y'all on the next one.
And folks, at the end of this first round, he's going to find himself in first place. Not bad, Rich.
They're in a great spot, but no time to get complacent. There's still a lot of golf to play, and they need to continue to make birdies in order to finish ahead.
Well, that'll do it for today, folks. For Rich Beam, Luke Elvey, and the entire crew, I'm Andrew Catalan saying so long, and thanks for watching 2K Sports.
I also want to add, man, you know, 2K need to go ahead on and do what they need to do, whatever bag they need to put up. For them to go ahead on and put the Masters on here, man. My brother want to go to the Masters. You know, I want to get on here and I want to play. I want my character to win a green jacket and whatnot and all that type of stuff like that there, you know. And, yeah, you know, what a green jacket at? What's the, you know, what's the, you know, I mean, I like the game. It's cool. It's an outstanding game. You know, I'm probably not going to play no other game, you know, for a while right now. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, man, they need to put the Masters on here. Upload the Masters. Put up the bag, man. Whatever y'all got to do if they listen. Put the bag up. You know, get it. Want the green jacket, man.